In this video, I will show how to check for normal distribution of the variables. I'm using per capita income from JMP, and we have macro regions of the world, 6 macro regions. Per capita income is a continuous variable. First step is to run a distribution. Per capita income in Y columns, we do have a distribution of the variable. We can clearly see the skewness of the distribution. It is not a normal distribution. And just in case you want to check for normality, there are 2 ways to do this. A quick way is to look at the normal quantile plot from the per capita income distribution drop down. Click on normal quantile plot. If a distribution of the points we observe are all between the 2 curves indicating 95% confidence interval of normal distribution, then we can consider the distribution as normal, which is not the case here. And points are plotted beyond those limits. The second way is to fit a normal curve and see if that's a good fit. So from this drop down, we go down to continuous fit. In group of continuous fits, normal, which will fit a normal curve over the data. You can observe that. And then one area is added for fitted normal. The results from this drop down here, we can do a goodness of fit test. This is Shapiro-Wilk W test, and the p-value is very small. The null hypothesis is printed right here, which is the data is from a normal distribution. So a very small p-value will reject that null hypothesis. Conclusion, distribution is not normal. We can look at groups within the distribution. You have 6 different macro regions. So we can plot them separately from the beginning or use a data filter. Here I use the same distribution and a local data filter, adding macro region to the filter. Now I will select macro regions one by one, and all calculations will update based on the value we select here. So we can observe the distribution of all macro regions and the p-value of the test for conclusion if those distributions are normal. You can have all those distributions together on one page as well. If you do the distribution for per capita income by macro region, so drop the macro region into this box, by. It will separate per capita income distribution by macro region. So we do have 6 different distributions. You can check them one by one, but then we have to do all the steps for each one of these distributions. From the drop down, going to continuous fit a normal curve, and then do a test for goodness of fit and see the result. And repeat this for all distributions. You can add the normal quantile plot here as well if you want to.